clinky wee plonker. So it's Jim, isn't it?
Hmm?
So what do you do, Jim? What are you?
I am the shadow.
Jim.
I move at the speed of light.
Jim, please.
But fear not, for the shadow uses his powers for good, and not evil. So remember, Sir Anthony, if Greece brings up the 98 treaty, remind them that Section 5 needs to be completely redrafted.
Tony, if Philippe gives you any trouble, hit him with the Dieppe question.
Please remember, the German delegate's wife, Frau Hausmann, has just given birth to their third child, Christophe.
Tony, it's my guess that the 87 group will try and sidestep Clause 9.
And go straight for the vote.
Yes, we were definitely right to go with the blue.
Can I help you at all?
I'm looking for a friend of mine. Well, an old friend of mine.
I see. What was his name?
Andrew Harrington.
Andrew Harrington.
He passed away about 6 months ago. I was out at the country at the time, so I missed his funeral. He was quite well known around these parts.
Andrew Harrington?
He was a solicitor. He set up a practice in the town, giving free legal advice to the poor.
Andrew Harrington?
15 years in the local council. Great sportsman. Full international rugby wing. And then there was his charity work. Do you know the local hospital? He did a sponsored walk from Land's End to John O'Groats to pay for the children's ward. By the time he got to Inverness, his feet were so swollen he couldn't get them into his boots. The doctors told him to quit, but he kept going for the kids. Did the last 50 miles barefoot.
Andrew Harrington?
And then there was his missionary work. He spent 5 years in North Africa setting up a mission. They idolised him.
Andrew Harrington?
Oh, he died too young. Way too young. So stupid. Apparently, he was walking past a block of flats on his way to the newsagent to buy a paper. And a woman on the 9th floor accidentally dropped a whole Stilton cheese out the kitchen window. Killed in the spot.
You mean Cheesy? He's right over there, second row, 5th stone.
You see, when you have a low sex drive, no, when you hate sex as much as I do, it can be difficult having a relationship with someone. That's why it's great that my new boyfriend's a magician. Because while I'm down here watching telly, he can be upstairs, giving me one. It's magic.
Oh, hello, son.
So, how's my favourite old burden of a granny this week, eh? Do you like the home?
Aye. Oh, aye.
Aye. You better be liking it. It's costing me and Fiona a lot of cash to keep you here. Take every penny I've got, why don't you? I love you, you old woman.
I love you too, son. Aye, I do.
So, what have you been up to?
Oh, not a lot, no.
Have you seen anything good in the telly?
No.
I saw this brilliant thing in the news about euthanasia. All those burdens, unwanted, but refusing to budge. Like a 40-stone woman sat on top of a male stripper's face. What do you make it, eh?
I think the good Lord should decide when your number's up.
Aye. Lord, Disney owe the catalogue 900 quid for a settee and a Brixton, didn't he? Although, when you think about it, I kinda am your Lord, seeing as I pay to keep you alive. Yeah, prehistoric money-sucking old granny. You're my darling, wee, wrinkled old shite. Families, eh? God love her. You can choose your friends, but you can't will your granny to die.
Fortune cookies. Fantastic.
Your date is about to stab you in the neck with a knife.
Your date is just about to stab you in the neck with a fork.
Hello and welcome to a Scottish bookcase with me, Baxter McLeish. Today sees the publication of a brand new anthology of Scots verse, Story Burns for the Bakers. It's been edited by poet Callum Dreich and is published by the Dua Press. And with me in the studio to discuss this collection and to read their favourites are poet Janet Bracken.
Hello.
Novelist William Culloden.
Hello.
And editor of Mancus, the Scots Quarterly, Strachan Stones. Coming to you first, Janet. What did you think of this collection?
Magnificent. The titles themselves give you a flavour of what's to come. Some of them are extraordinarily evocative, like the wee scabby dog. I'm telling, you're smelling, and it's no your hoose, it's the council's.
And did you have any favourites as you savoured the book's cootie delights?
Well, I was delighted to see it included children's poetry, translated from the original Gaelic. And this is a typical example from 7-year-old Mary Usk from Stornoway, entitled simply, Help. Please help us. Our heads are being held in darkness. We're not allowed to switch on the fire, and the footman isn't due till Friday. Is it true they have happiness on the mainland?
Lovely free verse. William Culloden, what caught your eye as you supped from this fine Scots fare?
Oh, much and many works, Baxter. I've been drooling over this collection all week, but I've plumped for Ewan Grout's Edinburgh University.
Let's hear your fine Caledonian bell sounds.
Edinburgh University. Who's laughing now? Turned down for an honours degree in literature. And yet since, I've been on Report in Scotland and had my poems in the Edinburgh Advertiser.
Lovely. Strachan Stoats, what whetted your appetite as you munched on this tasty bannock of a book?
I very much enjoyed Gavin McCragg's Cold Stones.
McCragg, of course, best known for his work Wind in My Red Face and I Am Boring.
Anyway, this is a short piece, so I can read it in its entirety. Cold stones today, Margaret. And look, it's beginning to rain.
Marvellous.
I feel most strongly that this book should be studied in every Scottish infant school. Youngsters these days blatantly disregard the fine Scottish tradition of being miserable. They think they can go around being happy, but hopefully by being force-fed this book by their elders and betters, their spirits will be broken once and for all.
Join us next week when we'll be reviewing Shut Your Puss, a new collection of poems by Douglas Auld, Spencer Cravitt and McKinley Slavers. Until then, it's goodbye from Janet Bracken.
Goodbye.
William Culloden.
Goodbye.
Strachan Stoats. And me, Baxter McLeish. Goodbye.
How can I build my Harley with that going on?
Peter! What have I told you about practicing with that cannon in here? And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Encouraging a wee boy like that. Stop drumming.
Now then, love, you mentioned on phone that you'd like to contact your husband who has passed through to the other side.
That's right. He died nearly a year ago.
Sit down, love. Oh, that must have been terrible for you. You very cool.
Yes, of course.
Smashing. Lovely. Right, now listen, I need to ask you a couple of questions about him first.
Yeah, anything.
Tell me, was he a big lad, your husband?
Yeah. He was 6'3". Can you see him?
No, love. I don't actually see their manifestations. I just feel them. What was his name?
Frank.
Right, now give me a minute. Oh, hello, Frank, love. Oh, you're a big love, aren't you?
Is he here?
Oh, yes, love. It's definitely him. I can feel his hot breath on my neck.
Does he have something to say to me?
Hang on, lovey. He's saying something now. What's that, Frank, love? Feel your muscles. Oh, what you like.
What's going on?
Oh, I bet you're very popular up there. You know, being so big. Downstairs. Oh, hang on, you mucky devil. Let dogs eat rabbits. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, we're going to Blackpool. We're going to Blackpool. Oh, yes,
What are you feeling now?
I don't know, love. But it's dripping with ectoplasm.
Oh.
Okay, one love. Mum, can I borrow the car, Mum? It's getting late and Louise needs to be heading home.
Don't worry about that, son. She can stay the night.
But there's not...
Now, you don't have to say anything, son. She can sleep in your room. Your old mum doesn't mind.
That's very kind of you, Mrs. Collins, but I think I should...
Now, come on. We're all grown up here. You're sleeping with Johnny and that's final.
But, Mum...
Now, don't worry about me. You can make as much noise as you like. Squeaking springs aren't going to keep me awake, eh?
Mum?
Not that there'll be much noise coming from under your mattress, eh, Johnny? Not with all those porn mags stuffed under there. Pigs and knickers is his favourite, isn't it, son? Now, all I ask is that you pull the headboard away from the wall. We can't have that thumping away all night, can we?
I'm not in front of Louise.
Oh, she doesn't mind. Oh, by the way, Hen, you're not a squealer, are you? You don't scream to the eye under your bare bum boxing, do you?
Well, I would...
Because it's just, Johnny's an awful grunter, aren't you, love? Of course, you'll know that, dear, but you ought to have heard him with his last girlfriend. It was like there was a warthog in his room. Oh. He takes after his father, so he does. Hung like nobody's business. I bet you don't know whether to play with it or give it a donut, eh? Right, well, I'm off to bed. I think that's all the stuffing I can manage for one night. Now, you two have fun. And remember, I've marked that jar of chocolate spread, so I'll know if it's been touched.
All right, pal. Where are you going?
Chocolate there.
Well, how's Dundee? Is that any good for you?
Wonderful.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what's with all the clown get-up?
I am a member of a circus troupe. A clown. I always wear my makeup.
Oh, well, different strokes for different folks, eh?
What would you say if I told you I painted my willy with clown paint? From tip to base, clown paint.
That's funny.
I don't do it because I think it's funny. I don't have much luck with women. It's ironic, really, that a clown should have so much trouble getting a pie in his face. I'm beginning to think women aren't for me. And generally, men don't turn me on. But you're different.
Me?
You're a guy, but you're like a woman. That's a compliment.
Look,
I'm not asking you to love me, or even like me. And I can't promise that I'll be gentle with you. But if you have my dinner on the table when I come home from the circus, I'll make sure the ringmaster gives you more nuts than the rest of them. What do you say?
what kind of nuts?
Oh, dear. She's £7.4, John. About the same weight as 6 bags of sugar and 23 spoons. Do you want to hold her?
Oh, no, I'm scared of drop her, eh? Oh, the wee baby. The wee baldy baby. Hey, Dad's dead excited about being a granddad again. He's down at the shop getting you a wee present.
My dad's here. I told you not to bring him.
He wanted to see his wee granddaughter.
But you know what he's like. He'll try to eat her.
No, he won't. Don't be silly.
Quick, help me. Put this wee blanket over her. There we go. Help me, hurry up. Here he comes.
Oh, there, hen. Here, a wee something for you there, darling. Mwah. Right then, where's this fresh little baby?
She's away for a scan.
Now, what's that breathing under that blanket?
It's an Alsatian. Don't touch it. I'm hiding it from the nurse.
Alsatians didn't breathe. You're lying to me. Let's have a wee look, eh? Oh, it's a wee baba. A cute wee baba. Hello, wee baba.
Are you hungry, Dad?
Shut up, John.
Oh, she smells lovely. Like spam chutney. Oh, look at her.
Dad, you are not eating this baby.
No, don't be daft. I'll just... Oh, maybe a wee finger.
Dad, this biscuit's over there.
Oh, she's awfully right though, isn't she, eh? Yeah, maybe I should just take her for a wee walk, eh? Now, where's that bottle of balsamic vinegar?
Are you listening to that? You are not eating another of my children.
Oh, I'm only kidding you on, you miserable wee thing. You can keep your baby. I'm away off up the other ward to visit your cousin Mabel.
Poor Mabel. She's just had triplets.
I think you'll find it's actually twins.
evening, sir. How may I help you?
I'd like to book a room in this hotel of gold leaf and grandeur. It has an air of decaying charm I find all too familiar.
Certainly, sir. Your name is?
Forever slandered in the catty harpings of shadowy back rooms. Cox. Quigley Cox.
With a Q?
Once. But tragically there's been no cue since my boyish gait slid into that of a hag's permanent despair.
Single or double?
Double. Always a double. Tragic optimism saps my strength like opium. A double room with a king size large enough to sleep an elephant, but destined only to host a sad old queen and a pint of gin.
Ensuite bathroom?
No. I'll be in town tonight, and on the way home I plan to visit a public convenience or two.
And how many nights will sir be staying?
These days, just the one. 2 smacks of carelessness. 3 revels in the weakness of sensual fondness. And 4 is a bore.
I'll show you to your room, sir. Just one more thing, Mr. Cox. Can I have the boy bring anything to your room?
Oh, alas, no. But it's a lovely image to take to bed.
No, it's useless. We're going to have to get some help.
Hmm?
We're going to have to get some help.
Shh.
Oh, there's the car. Let's go in.
Fear not, Moira, for I am the shadow. I move with the speed of light.
Oh, no, Jim, don't start all that again. Jim! Jim, come back!